Yeah, man, we're going to fire up the grill. We're going to cook some wings. You love my wings, man. You know, well, I know
just tell
Dinah
you-
loves them.
No. Let me tell you, when we go to your house to eat, we pray before we eat and after we eat. That's how bad it is.
Hey, man, I make them hot. I make them hot.
Yeah, but you know what?
Well, you drive. I thought you'd like hot.
Well, no. I mean, you said take the trash out when I got there last time. I told you you cooked it. You take it out.
I know. I heard that.
Well, I mean,
never did
cooking,
forgive you for that.
You just
one.
think your cooking is so good, and it's just bad.
No,
it's bad.
no.
It's bad.
People
It's
come
bad.
from all over.
It's bad.
They come from all over. You ought to see the parties we have over there. You're not invited to most of them, but you know.
You know what? When the flies chip in and buy you a screen door, your cooking's bad.
I never heard that. Well, look, man, you got your champion shirt on. You're perfect for today. We're talking spark plugs here. We got Raymond over here again.
I know a little bit about spark plugs. I know how to burn them up.
You know how to burn them up. That's it.
That's
you know how to
it.
replace them
I
even?
know how to do that.
Yeah,
But my old truck,
looking at my hand, look at your hand.
my old truck, the spark plugs last for a while, but the old top fuel car, 10,000 horsepower is 16 plugs at a go.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. It burns them right up.
You guys
But that's designed that way.
Oh.
It is. So Raymond's here today?
That's a handy thing. It's designed that way. Yeah, Raymond, you over there?
Hey guys, how y'all doing today?
Good, man. Welcome back.
You know what's fun to talk about spark plugs with Clay today on this one? Is we got some spark plugs in this truck. They're going to stay there for a long time.
Yeah,
It's a little bit unusual with him. When you talk about spark plug technology, and you know Champion's been making spark plugs now for over 100 years, a lot of the basic technology really hadn't changed, but the way we make them and the materials we use have made some really big differences in change. And what we're looking at is we've got a pretty modified motor. It's got some nice little horsepower here, not necessarily conventional how it came from the factory. So we want to make sure that we match up properly. That comes down to determining the right heat range and the construction of the plug we use. So that we've already done. We've got that matched up right. What we're also doing is, if we talk about plug technology over the years, I'm going to grab an old plug. We got one, it's one of our Copper Plus. We've sold these for a long time. It'd do a great job. As long as we have the right range and the right application for this engine, it'll do a great job for you. What we decided to do, though, instead is we put a double platinum plug in. And the difference in that's the material that we use actually on the end of the center and the end of the electrode. And what it allows it to do then is you get a certain amount of erosion every time there's a spark across the gap there. And that erosion is starting to wear away the material. Platinum will last a whole lot longer than a copper material will. So by putting the platinum in here, and because we know it has something to do with clay, we've got something that'll just wear and wear and wear. And you can run this plug for 80,000 miles and there'll be hardly any difference in the gap. So the performance will stay the same and there'll be no real reason to change this plug for a long time. When you were talking about top fuel earlier, we have to change the plugs with clay every round in top fuel. And that really is a reaction or design into how we make those plugs to even survive in that type of environment. And they tend to wear away. We also have 2 plugs in every hole. So I think he's putting somewhere around 40,000 volts per magneto to each plug when they fire off those cylinders. Contrary to some thought, nitromethane is not the easiest fuel in the world to burn.
No. People think that, nitro is like dangerous. They think you drop it, it'll explode or whatever. Nitro will hardly burn, and where gasoline will just fire. So, we actually start the top fuel car with gasoline and then switch it over to nitro. And again, like I said, y'all designed the plugs so that they literally will be burnt the electrode off on a good run. But that's what we need it to do, just to make the thing nitro. To make it fire the nitro.
So keep it firing. It'll fire in a contained environment. But a couple of things that Clay and his crew's done over the years to kind of surprise people a little bit is you can put a little nitromethane in the dish and you can throw a match in it and put the match out.
Yeah. And the coolest thing is, though, you can drink it. And you can drink nitro. 100% nitro is it's not that bad, actually.
And you're saying my cooking's bad.
Well, your cooking is bad. No question about that. Your cooking's terrible, but
you're always whining about how I'm not getting this thing finished. You get out of here and let me get back to work. I'll see you later, bud.
Get down out of that truck.